Hi everyone, my name is April and this is Thrifted Transformations, the show where I go thrifting for old clothing and transform them into something new. Welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I'll be transforming one pillowcase into two tops for summer. I found these pillowcases from Savers and it came in a set of two, but the first pillowcase was used as Belle's apron in the transforming Belle costume I made. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, check it out here and let's get started. Here's the white pillowcase I'll be using. It has a scallop trim that will be fun to incorporate in my designs. The first thing I'm doing is removing that scallop trim and cutting it into 3 pieces so I have a lot more of it to use. Next, cut the pillowcase open so it lays flat. Here I'm cutting a section away to save for the straps later, but I kind of wish I just left it and figured out the straps at the end. Next, with the pillowcase folded in half the long way, I cut it in half. My first idea was to make a simple halter top with scallop edges and using the second piece as lining, but as I was folding the fabric around to see what it would look like, I came up with this really cool design right here. I can't really advise you on how to fold it because it's all just trial and error. Each time I folded it a certain way, I tried it on first to see what it would look like and then made any changes to it. I decided on this shape right here and top stitched the edge down to hold it in place. But before doing so, make sure to hem all the raw edges. To incorporate the scallop trim, I'll be sewing it behind the bottom layer. For the back closure, I decided to go with a hook and eye. If not, I would have loved to add loops so the halter neck straps could crisscross and tie in the back, but I wasn't sure how much material I would have to make the long straps. To make the straps, I cut out 1-inch strips and sewed them together to create longer strips. Then I folded all the raw edges inside and top stitched it down. Overlap the 2 straps behind the neck and sew it down. Here's what the completed top looks like. I'm super happy with the design and love how flattering the lines look. Another thing I added but didn't film were darts pointing towards the armpits so it can hug the chest a lot nicer. Since I still have half of the pillowcase left, I figured out another way to make a crop top, and that was by folding the piece into something that looks like this. Again, this is all trial and error. Make sure to fold your design and then lay it over your body to see what it would look like. I trimmed some material away at the top and then cut the bottom to make it a crop top. Now I can use the bottom section as the back side since I'm running low on material. I also cut the front side seam straight to line up with the back. The back piece wasn't big enough to fit me, so I cut a section from the piece of fabric I was saving for the straps. Sew the 2 back sides together to make a bigger piece, and then sew the front and back together at the side seams. Next, I trimmed the back lower and blended it into the front so it doesn't look so square, and then hemmed the raw edges. To incorporate the scallop trim, I decided to have the scallop edges facing down. Make sure that the front overlapping edges are not hemmed yet, and then sew the right side of the trim to the wrong side of the top. Then fold the trim over to the right side and understitch and top stitch the edge for a clean look. Measure the straps to fit you and then sew them in place. And lastly, I stretched and sewed some elastic along the bottom to bring in the waist. Here's what the completed top looks like, and it goes perfectly with my thrifted transformation skirt I made in episode 2. Comment down below if you've been watching this series since the beginning. You guys are so awesome and I appreciate you. Here is a before and after of the final transformation. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Thrifted Transformations. If you want to see more episodes, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Bye!